Were you talking to everybody? Were ya? Were you talking to everybody? Nobody's here. They'll have to go back and listen to you talking about it. Yeah. Nobody's here yet. Nobody. Nobody. Were you talking? Yeah? What did you have to say, little girl? What did you have to say? What did you have to say, little girl? Yeah. You're so cute. You're so cute. That's what you are. You're so cute. Let's see you. Oh, where you going? Here. Little girl. Oh my goodness. Hi, Lizzo. Peggy, going live for you. I did just now see your message. And y'all missed it because whenever I started it, little girl was laying in her little dog bed right there. And she was just talking away. So y'all have to go back and listen to that. It's so cute. And that's what she does all the time. She'll be laying there or on the couch, and Newt'll be laying somewhere else, and she'll just start growling like that. And it means a couple things. Usually means I want your attention. And the minute I give her attention, she'll jump up and come to me. Hi, Miss Barbara. How are you feeling? Yes. Hi, Mary Jane Doe. Yes, that one is a real tree. We always get a real tree for the room I sit in. It's not decorated. It's only got the lights on because that's the part that Beefcake does for me. He is the, okay, little girl. He is the, I just tell him what I want it to look like, and he makes magic happen. I cannot wait to show you guys out front, the decorations out front. He has done a masterpiece again outside. So baby child is not available to come and help me with the tree. And I've never not decorated with one of my kids. And since he was born, I've never not decorated with him, and that's been 22 years. So he is not available to come home until Sunday. So Sunday he's going to come home and help me decorate it. And then I can do I really want to do a house tour just of the, couple front rooms that I show. Not the bedrooms and stuff, but okay, you two go lay down. Y'all, they're driving me nuts. They're driving me nuts. Anyways, yes, it's a beautiful tree. So this is the very first year as well that Beefcake actually had to go pick out a tree by himself because Baby Chow, once again, was not available to go. Actually, he was out of town, so he couldn't go with us to get a tree. Well, this year we went on Sunday after Thanksgiving, and I hurt my back on Friday. And so by Sunday I was feeling a little bit better, but there was ice everywhere. There was snow everywhere. But Sunday we got a break in the snow, and we were like, I just got dressed. I was like, let's go while the going's good, And I thought I was gonna be able to walk around with him and pick out a tree. Y'all, I'm not lying to you. He went over railroad tracks, which is, it's not, you can't avoid it, right? But neither one of us would have thought that it would have jarred my back. But it seriously, it felt like my back swayed side to side to side to side. And oh my God, it was so painful again. And I was like, and he's like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's fine. It's going to be fine. And Mary Jane says, you guys, I have you on the TV because it's easier for me to read, believe it or not, than trying to read the phone. And so I just miss, Mary Jane says, oh, white and colored lights. I always thought I would look tacky together, but it looks good the way the white lights are twinkling. Yeah, this is actually the second year in a row that I did the lights like this. So we always do a different, I'll get something in my head the way I want the lights to look. And then I tell Beefcake, can you make this happen? And he does. Last year, I just wanted white lights and I wanted them twinkling, and I always have to put the big bulbs on it, you guys. Hi, Granite. Good to see you. Peggy says, I love outdoor trees with just white lights. I do too. I will tell you this, there's not a lot of white lights going on out front besides the reindeer and the blow molds. But everything else, Beefcake loves color. He absolutely loves the colorful lights. So, and I do too. I do too. But when you guys see my house tour, I tried to do a more grown-up version of Christmas in this room. This is the room that my dogs and I hang out in all the time. And I tried to do a more grown-up version, and I'll explain what that means. Well, I'll just tell you now. So, hi, Jason. We've been doing this marital thing for 22 years. This month is our anniversary. And we've been doing this, we've been doing this life thing. And through the years, you collect stuff, right? And obviously, we still had little kids when we got married. Peggy says my mom was very particular when it came to Christmas lights. She liked long branches for her many ornaments. Yes. So, you end up collecting things that look more childlike, that the kids would love, and things like that. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Pindar. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming in. And, Beefcake and I don't have any kids at home anymore. My bonus child still does live here, but he is moving wherever my baby child goes. He graduates from college this coming year, and he's already got a job. We're not sure what state he's going to yet, but bonus child is going with them because they're like twins. They've been together since middle school, and they can't seem to get away from each other. So they're going together, and that makes me feel better. But anyways, so this year I didn't put up like a bunch of kid things. I don't know if that makes any sense, like a Mickey Mouse Christmas or a Santa Claus that doesn't look vintage or old. I did it the way that I loved. So everybody that knows me and that comes in this channel all the time, I'm a lover of all things old. I think I'm living in the wrong century. I love vintage. I love antiques. I love old stories. Hi, April. Hi, Herschel. Good to see you guys. Thank you. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you guys. I live in the past, you guys. So this year, I did everything different. I just only put stuff in this room that makes me happy. But y'all, I had to tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. Oh my God, this right here warmed my heart. So I put up a community post a couple weeks ago about my oldest granddaughter. Me and her were working. It's her dad that I go out and I work for. And she was like, Mammy, I'm going to drive. I'm like, perfect. Then, that's perfect. And so I let her drive to Ohio and back, and we were having a good time and just spending time together. And we went to work for her dad, then drove back home. And we got to talking about Christmas. And, she's 17 years old, y'all. And you know what she said to me? She was like, Mammy, she said, oh, we were looking at other houses. Like, I was like, oh, I would love to live in that kind of a house or this kind of a house. Like, I love the old little towns and stuff. And she said, Mammy, that house right there looks just like you. And I was like, yeah, it does. That's what I would like to live in. And she said, I love coming to your house for Christmas. And I was like, really? And she was like, I was like, why? Because, mammies do things with their grandkids that parents don't do, right? I mean, being a grandparent is much more fun than being a parent ever was. And she said, because everything is so warm at your house. Everything looks like the old days. And then she started talking about the 80s. Y'all, I had to start laughing my ass off. I was like, so you think the 80s are the old days? And she's like, well, yeah. And she was like, your house just looks like what the 80s look like, those old movies in the 80s. I was like, oh my God. Y'all just let her have, because I love my little, because, to me, the old days are what? The 40s, 50s, 30s, 60s. We used to make cranberry and popcorn strings on thread to drape on the tree. Yes. Yeah. So this year, for this room at least, I just did everything I love. And y'all, I'm getting rid of, I did right before I moved to this house. I made my kids come over, my grown kids, and I was like, take this shit out of my house. Get it out, because I had so much decorations. Y'all, there was just not, unless I'm going to start putting it on the roof, there's nowhere else to put this crap, okay? Being a grandparent is the best. That's right, April. We also made paper chains to put on the tree. You know what's funny now is that's trending. People are starting it. They're like, oh, look at these paper train. And they're trying to tell us how to do it. I'm like, bitch, we already did that. Where are you guys from? Used to make paper chains when I was young. Yeah. Hi, Chris. Does that say Chris? Yes. Bro, I had a dream. You tapped my grandma, bro, and you Big Mike from Blindside. Blindside was a great movie, but I think you should get off the coke. And I'm not hooked on phonics, so that's difficult to read. It actually hurts my brain, and I'm not that educated of a person, but that hurts. Anyways, so back to this tree. Sunday when we went to go and get it, I stepped out of the truck, which I should say it's not really stepping out of the truck. It's more like sliding out. I'm 5'6". My height is in my body, not my legs, okay? My legs are short. My body's longer than my legs. And so literally, I slide off the seat onto the floor. Aloha, Sean. Good to see you. And the minute I did that, you guys, my back caught and I couldn't move. I mean, it was terrible. And I just looked over at Beefcake. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Because the last time I did that, y'all, got put into emergency surgery. And I was like, I can't walk. I can't move. I can't get back in the damn truck. So anyways, I ended up getting back in the truck, and Beefcake had to go get the tree by himself. This is the first time. And okay, this is bouncing around because little girl is right here and she's moving it, so I'm sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, she had to go get, yeah, that's Sean. That's Sean. And I think he did okay. When we all go together, we usually get a much fatter tree than this one. But he told me when he got back, he said, look, this tree is not as fat. He said, but I couldn't find a really fat tree. So, yeah. but I think it's pretty. And I'll just let you guys know that while real trees are still expensive, they're not as expensive as they were a couple years ago. Not at all. April says, I hate when I hurt my back. I go so mad now. It happens too often. My back, I live with thank you, April. I live with a certain amount of pain in my back, but nothing that I can't, as long as I baby it, Like sometimes I'll sweep and then I just let the pile sit there because I know it's going to hurt. And so to bend down. And especially if I've bent a lot that day. And this is all she wants me to do, you guys, is play in her mouth and play with this damn ball. That's all. She just wants me to pull at it. But anyways, you get it, Newt. Get it. Get the ball. Go get it. Anyway, so I felt bad that he had to go, and you guys, I'm hoping that they start fighting over this ball because it is the cutest thing to watch. No, she had it first. You get it. They will lock up with the ball. Here they go. No, he's not going to do it. They will lock their mouths with both of them having the ball in their mouth, and they'll stand there for 15 minutes. And they will just growl and growl, and whoever ends up growling the loudest ends up with the ball. Lene, send me your email. I'll send you some country songs I have created, which are AI music. Okay, my email's really easy. According to Lene at gmail.com. Oh yeah, I have baby mine too. Yeah. It's gotten a lot better. But I do have pain medicine, but I only take it like when oh, little girl, you are so damn heavy. When I really, really have to. And it's not that often. Like I just take Tylenol or ibuprofen or aspirin. That's what I'll take for my back. But I'm telling you, I ended up having to take 2 of those damn pills, and it puts me right to sleep. Good night. So it's getting better. I've babied it a lot. I haven't done a lot in the house. I had to sweep the floor yesterday because Beefcake got a package in, and anytime there's a package that come in, hi Stacy. Anytime a package comes in, I give the dogs the boxes and the paper and let them chew it up. It's just what we do. My dad would get the tree. All right, little girl, go lay down. Go lay down, little girl. My dad would get the tree on Christmas Eve for next to nothing, and we would decorate the tree on Christmas Eve with eggnog and Mormon tabernacle music. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. She's just everywhere. Little girl, go lay down. I always wondered about people who decorate their tree on Christmas Eve. That's how Germans do it. Germans, or I don't know if it's still a custom, but I know the old way of doing it was that they would decorate their Christmas tree on Christmas Eve without the kids, and then they would open their gifts at midnight on Christmas Day, like Christmas Eve to Christmas Day, and part of their Christmas was they would open the doors and the tree would all be decorated, and I thought that was nice, but y'all, that's a lot of work to just do for one night. I mean, when do you take it down? I mean, that's a lot of work. It's better to do it that way, Lene. It'll actually work when you take it all the time. Right. It just makes me feel terrible. I don't like taking them. And I tell you the truth, Mary Jane, I have an addictive personality. And that's one thing I never want to be addicted to. My dog does the same thing. Every time I get deliveries or anything, he takes the bags of the box and tears them up in the middle of the floor. Right. It's good for him. Pindar says, I just got my electric blanket out and it's cold. Girl, where are you? What state are you in? It's freezing here. I'm not kidding you. Thank you so much, Josh. We used to do one gift on Christmas Eve and the rest in the morning. I still do that. And the one gift that they get is pajamas. So they look good for pictures the next morning, which I'm sure everybody does. Rodolph, hello. Decorations were usually very simple. That's true. That's true. Well, what I did was I pulled out, so all that over there is nothing but tree decorations. And I've left it there because I had to get the totes out of this house. I could not stand looking at them anymore. So that's all that right there. And once my kid comes home and we decorate the tree, then those can be put away too, and I will be so happy about that. MJ says, don't worry, live chat security service, we got the best of the best. That's right. That's right. We ain't worried about all that. We had advent calendars for Christmas. Oh, I love them. I saw one creator, you guys, she got herself this advent calendar, but it's a grown-up mommy. I don't know where she got it from. I could probably look, like rewind, and she probably said it, but she opens the day and like one's got mascara in it and one's got like lip gloss in it and one's, you know, everything that moms struggle buying for themselves, especially when they've got kids, you know. And I thought that's such a nice thing. It'd be nice to, I mean, I should, maybe next year I'll get my daughters, you know, who have all got small kids at home, one of those too. I'm in Ohio. Oh, girlfriend, we're neighbors. I knew you were my people. Because I'm in Indiana. I go to Ohio a lot. Our furnace ran all night long. Mine's, listen, Pindar, I'm going to make people upset when I say this, but I don't care. So we put in this furnace when we moved to the house. When we moved to this house, we replaced the furnace, right? And the type of furnace that we have is if the weather goes below, I'm sorry, I just totally butchered that word, below 30 degrees, then it automatically kicks to propane gas, right? So we have a propane gas thingamabob out there in the yard, which I absolutely hate, but it works. If it's above 30 degrees, then it runs off of electricity, if that makes any sense, okay? All I know is that's what we have, right? My animals, especially the cat, will drive you insane because the dogs can hold their pee for 8 hours, right? Like I let them out before we go to bed, and then we go to bed, and that's it. The cat, there's Anichka, she wants out. Let's go let her out. Oh, ow, 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 ow. The cat can only hold it for like 3 or 4 hours. And then he gets in the hallway, she gets in the hallway, up and down the hallway, because she knows her voice is echoing in the hallway. Go on. And she'll just meow until you get the hell up, right? So I come in here, I let the cat out because the cat still's not using the damn litter box, just wants to go outside. Let the cat out, the cat comes back in, we go back to bed. 2 hours later, the damn cat's meowing again. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you what, there have been many, many days, and y'all know I leave that door open right over there, pretty much 24/7 whenever it's hot outside. But with the cat, and it being so cold, she won't, you know, she doesn't want to stay outside. I'm not going to leave her outside in the cold. So I let her come in, but I'm up every 2 hours to let her go do her business. Yo, I finally just left that damn door open, and the heater just runs and runs and runs, y'all. Runs and runs. Jovel, hello, sister. I haven't told Beefcake I was doing that, y'all, because he'd be like, you know the heater's not going to shut off, right? But he doesn't, I mean, He doesn't get mad at me. I'm married to a guy who is really, really like easy going to the point where it's almost sickening. You're like, you know, you feel pissy, you feel shitty, and you feel like arguing, and he doesn't argue. He just listens and then he's done. But he won't talk about it either. So it becomes annoying. But I still haven't told him because I feel guilty. The man pays these bills around here, and y'all, I'm leaving the damn door open 24/7, and the heater's running because I'm too fucking lazy to stay out here in the living room and let my cat go in and out. I'm a terrible person. Terrible. Mary Jane, I'm behind in chat. Mary Jane's kids get pajamas, socks, and everything for Christmas every year. Melly Joe, hello. Joy says, today I picked up a 3-foot and 3-string, picked up a 3-foot tree and 3-string of bubble lights, gonna put up tomorrow on my closed-in porch. Oh, I love that so much. Yes, thank you so much for our live chat security services. Mary Jane, thank you for keeping up with that one. Thank you so much. I think it's Prezer. I don't know. Interesting that yeah, it just switches on and off. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? I don't understand it. It's none of my business. That's Beefcake's business, and we don't get in each other's business. Who had Christmas stockings pinned to the fireplace mantle? Everybody. And you know, nowadays there's a couple things that I look for in a house whenever we move. And my house always has to have a fireplace just because we love it. And the only reason my fireplace is not going right now is because Beefcake isn't home to start the damn fire. Little girl will not open the damn door. Newt will open the door. Little girl just sits there like she's been slammed in a door before. Come on. Newt. Sorry I'm moving you guys around, but it is what it is. And I have my stockings on the mantle. Now, I'm sorry. That one right there is going to piss me off, and I'm going to kick its ass, because if I told you how many times it has fallen off of there, I used command strips, it fell off. Then I used the hot glue gun, it fell off. And it's because the heat from the fireplace makes it fall off. That's the only thing I can think of. So now that bitch is going to get tacked up there. And watch, if it falls off again, I'm throwing the damn thing away. I think stockings were, when I was a kid, was the best part of Christmas. It was the best part of Christmas. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Dad got the tree on Christmas Eve morning, so there was plenty of time to decorate the tree. April says see, April understands me. April, I'm gonna tell you what, you ever disappear again, Maggie's gonna have to drive fly all the way over here, because I'm not kidding you. A couple days before we saw you back in chat, me and Maggie were talking, we're like, where the hell's April? Who the hell's April think she is? She can't just leave us. So we were worried about you. Now we're saying, what the hell's wrong, Miss Barbara? Sorry. I wish I had a fireplace. That would be lovely. Just go buy one. Look on Craigslist. They're always on there. Those, because my dad down in Georgia, I bought him one of those electrical ones, and y'all, he loves it. Anointed Praise, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm gonna miss my decorations this year. Why? Why, Lizzo? Why aren't you decorating? Peggy says, my mom made gingerbread men and decorated them with frosting. She made lemon bars and cardamom butter cookies at Christmas. Wow. No, I'm not a baker. I mean, we'll do some baking and cooking on this channel, but it's only for Christmas. MJ says, I have these really heavy metal things that say Noel, that you set them on top, and there's a hook for stockings. I always put them on top of something else since I don't have a mantle. Smart. MJ says, back when I was younger, I used to make cookies with my mom every year, sometimes with other family members too. Melly says, we never had a stocking, but we had sacks. Wow. What kind of sack? Like paper sacks, or like, are you talking about like pillowcases? What kind of sacks are we talking about here? And Bees, good to see you. Good to see you. I did have a little electric one, but the dog ate the cord. Sorry, Melly. MJ, I'm sorry. It's terrible. Thank God they didn't get electrocuted. Y'all, I saw a video of that once. It was terrible. Cat will be up the damn tree electrocuting herself. Oh my goodness. I like your uniqueness and the branches of your tree. Thank you so much, Miss Funny. I'm picturing like a tan brown colored tweed material. Thank you, Anona Praise, for the flower. Yes, like pillowcases, but bigger. Damn, what all y'all getting in those? Listen, when I was a kid, all we got was nuts, and that we never ate them damn nuts. I didn't. We got nuts, we got an orange, sometimes we got an apple, but usually just an orange. We got a Slinky and a yo-yo every year, like clockwork. But the Slinkies, y'all, we killed the Slinkies within a week. So we were just excited to get the damn Slinkies because my parents weren't the type of parents that would take us to the store and we'd be like, Mommy, can I have this? And she'd be like, oh, yeah, girl, get that. Oh, no, 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 no. We didn't have the money for that stuff. So those Slinkies only came once a year and we were excited. And my dad could yo-yo like nobody's business, y'all. And let me tell you something right now. All right? For those of you that know yo-yo, let me tell you. My parents just didn't buy us the cheap-ass yo-yos that are out today. We got the Duncan yo-yo. There was nothing like the Duncan brand yo-yo. Those were the real yo-yos, and they would come in any color, and mine was always green. So there. But my dad would entertain us for hours. I'm not kidding you. Freaking hours watching this man do all these yo-yo tricks, because when he was a kid, that was the thing, was the yo-yo. I could never do it. My whole body attacked by severe arthritis. They think it's a side effect of immunotherapy. Oh my gosh. Miss Barbara, I'm so sorry. I'm so, so sorry. I cannot imagine. One of our Christmas stockings is a burlap sack. I think it was from either of my dad's childhood or my mom's. Wow, really? I mean, when I was a kid, we didn't have stockings. We just got, believe it or not, like our socks were too little. So we would go get one of my dad's army green socks, and they never got hung up because we lived in California, so there was nothing to hang them up with, right? We just laid them out in front of the bottom of the Christmas tree down there, and when we woke up, they were still at the bottom of the Christmas tree, but they were filled up. We always thought that if we used one of my dad's bigger army socks, that we would get more stuff. Well, we didn't. If we got anything extra, it was nuts, y'all. My grandfather was a brick mason, and he laid the fireplace in our house. It went all the way to the basement. There is a little door to take the ashes out. Oh, precious. Thank you, Mary Jane Doe, Mary Jo, for the party hat. Miss Funny says, I'm new to the live stream. I'm sorry. I was scrolling through and saw Christmas tree and thought it was cute. Miss Funny, you're welcome here. Stay here. Take your shoes off, girlfriend. Get you a, or boyfriend, whichever one. Get you a hot cuppa, sit around, and we're just chatting. We're happy to have you. I got all mine was an orange and a piece of coal. I had to explain to my grandchildren about the piece of coal. Y'all, they didn't understand it. Their parents did something wrong. I was an only child. I had a huge stocking. My mom switched it out with smaller ones a few years ago. Melly says we never got food or filled it with toy. It was filled with toys and clothes. That is amazing. Miss Funny says, you know what? One time my dog peeled the tree and knocked it over 3 times to 3 different trees. One time it wasn't even pee. It was just knocked over. Oh my God, I think I would cry. I think I would cry. Now, I won't lie. I used to, when my 3 older kids were young, I would babysit during the day, and then I worked a job at nighttime. And one of my babysitting kids knocked my tree over. And I will never forget it. And it wasn't that it was knocked over. It was just that I was gifted all of my family's, when my parents split up, my dad gave me the big, back then it was a big trunk full of all of our Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. So that's what I used on my tree. I never bought anything. I just kept reusing the stuff that I was gifted. And that year, a bunch of the bulbs and stuff broke. And so that's what broke my heart. So, I found some funny videos. Bears scared by Christmas decorations, part 2. Do you have your parents' old house, Peggy? Good question. I remember those yo-yos, the best, the Dunkin' yo-yos. When I was really young, I would get a bunch of different nuts and oranges in my stocking, right? Merry Christmas to you, anointed praise. God is Santa chocolate, the cold chocolate, and then the candy cane. And then maybe you got a Santa chocolate, a cold chocolate, or cold chocolate, and then a candy cane, and maybe like a fidget. Oh, you're younger. If you were getting fidgets, like a crossword or something, that was it. If you got fidgets, you're a lot younger than me. Anointed Praise's favorite time of year is Christmas. Miss Barbara, many prayers out to you. We love you so much here. You know that. I'm coming to your house is the funnest of them all. Oh, thank you. I used to collect yo-yos when I was young. Really? Virtually, we come to your house every Christmas. Thank you. Oh, I love you, Anointed Praise, and you're welcome. I didn't even think about going live. I've been sitting here thinking for the last 2 days, you know, Lene, you're supposed to be doing a vlog. In the last 2 days, I was like, oh, shit. What do I do? The problem with doing vlogs is that you have to go back and listen to yourself and then edit and all that, and praise God for _, who's been working with me on that. But the problem is listening to my own voice. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate what I talk about. I sound like a fucking idiot. And I just want to cry. So that's where I'm stuck with the vlogs now, because I don't listen back to my lives. I cannot listen to my voice. I hate it. Anyways, but I think everybody hates their voice. So that's the hard part about doing videos and vlogs, and you're going to edit them for me, because I have to go back and listen. I'm like, you freaking... y'all don't want to know. Y'all don't want to. I fight with myself. I don't remember what was in the stockings, but they were filled up to the brim, mostly chocolate. Merry Christmas to all the beautiful souls in chat. Merry Christmas to you, Anointed Praise. Who here remembers Yo-Yo Ma, the Yo-Yo brand that used to get CDs and Yo-Yo watch videos? Oh, I've heard of Yo-Yo Ma. I get my son the chocolates that look like coal lumps. Ah, yeah, that's smart. My dad grew up dirt poor and he got a set of Dominoes every year. When Christ is born, Noel, no more hell. I dig it. April says, love the stockings too when I was young. Little trinkets, jewelry, bath, shower stuff, whipped lotions, etc. Miss Funny, we only got Diet Cola. We only got Coca-Cola, Fanta, and Sprite, yo-yos. Oh, Yoo-Hoos! Is that what we're talking about, Yoo-Hoos? I loved Yoo-Hoos, but you guys, when I drank a Yoo-Hoo as an adult, I was like, this is shit. It's watered down chocolate. But I loved Yoo-Hoos, you guys, if that's what we're talking about. We had Dunkin' Yo-Yos and Slinkies also. Yes. Actually, now I remember the burlap sack was my brother's from kindergarten, 1999. And the reason I know that is because 4 years after he was born, yeah, I think it's, aw, Slinky, it's fun for a girl or a boy. That's right. I could walk the dog with my yo-yo. Yeah, Dad could too. He could probably still do it. I think that's the song would be on the commercials. Yes, Mary Jane, you're right. Hello, mobile mechanic. Good to see ya. Trying to catch up. I never had a Yoo-Hoo. Oh my God. Yoo-Hoos, I remember they were, when I lived in Oklahoma, is the only time I think I ever used one of those. Do you remember the old vending machines that had the glass bottle sodas in them? And you used to put in like a nickel and then you open the little side door that was about this wide. You open it and then you pulled the glass bottle out. Do you guys remember that? I used to always think, why don't these bottles break? But they never did. Anyhow, that was the only time that I ever used one of those. And I loved it so much. The little store was in back of the trailer park that we lived in. And every day my dad would give us a nickel and we would walk back there to the old store and pull out one of those. And then I think the reason why he gave them to us is because he knew he was still getting money back. Because do you remember collecting glass bottles and then you turn them in for money, right? So we used to walk all over the trailer park because people wouldn't bring the glass bottles back, y'all. We brought them back. My dad was like, y'all go collect glass bottles. We go collect glass bottles, take them back to the store back there. Sometimes we have enough for a free drink. And then when I got a little bit older and we moved back to California, all the rage was collecting aluminum cans. My dad used to take us out to the beach, y'all. We'd be collecting aluminum cans like nobody's business. And then we'd throw them all. Once the truck got full of them back there, we'd take them over to the dump, get them weighed, and get us some money. I know they had to have changed the Yoo-Hoos. When I drank them as an adult, because I got them for my kids hated them, and I was like, let me taste it. Y'all, it was just watered down chocolate. It tasted like somebody was trying to make chocolate milk with water and didn't put enough chocolate in it. It was terrible. It's terrible. Never drink another one. I know they had to have changed the Yoo-Hoos. They didn't. To me, they tasted like straight up chocolate. Yoo-Hoo is like chocolate milk without the milk. Right. But oh, the ones, I think they changed them too because it just tasted like, it's disgusting. I love your tree. Thank you so much, Heidi. Welcome in. Lene, I don't like Yoo-Hoos. I loved chocolate. Remember that stuff? Oh, Chocola. Is that really chocolate Coke? I never had one. I never had one of those. I only like homemade oatmeal cookies with butterscotch chips. Uh-oh, beefcake's home, y'all. What in the Afghan goo? We had green stamps. I remember the green stamps. I didn't understand them, but I remember Mom going to the store and coming home. They were called something else, though, weren't they? They were called green. Oh, damn. I remember Mom coming home with all them stamps, and she got mad at me one time because I didn't know what they were. I was little. H&R. Yes, that's it. That's it. No, it was like a Yoo-hoo, but better. No, I never had one of those, Mobile Mechanic. Welcome, Heidi. Listen, I thought I didn't know what the green stamps were. I had no clue. I thought they were just like stamps. Well, I had a problem with licking the back of stamps and sticking them on things. I didn't understand what they were for. I just thought they were the niftiest things. I liked the taste of the glue in the back of them, and I would lick all of them. So y'all, those H&H, now I used to get in trouble. I learned pretty quick not to grab my mom's stamps. I'm turning you guys this way because Beefcake will be walking in the door in just a minute. I learned pretty quick from getting an ass busting not to lick their stamps anymore. But the H&H food stamps, I thought they were like just a receipt everybody got, right? So one day I'm in there, I found all these different stamps in the grocery bag, and I took them into my room. I'm licking them, y'all. I'm licking, just getting off that glue off of them. Oh my God, I was so excited. I was sticking them everywhere. Hi, babe.
Hey.
I'm live.
Are you?
Yeah. I was sticking them everywhere in my room. My mom I hear her out there with my older sister who knew about the H&S green stamps or whatever. And she was pitching a bitch because she thought they forgot to give them to her. Y'all went out there and I was like, I'm just paying attention to what's going on. And then I realized they were talking about those damn green stamps, you guys, that I just licked all the glue off of and was sticking everywhere. I ran back in the room. I took them off. They weren't sticking anyways. I literally would lick all the glue off them. I loved them so much. Everybody's saying hi, Beefcake. Y'all, I felt so bad. Even when I was a kid, I did not lie to my parents. And I took the green stamps to my mom. And I was like, I'm sorry. And she didn't spank me or nothing because you could tape those in those little books. You guys, I'm going to have to do a live and pull up the green stamps, because why they were collecting them, for those that don't know, was women used to get things for free, like China, like you could go to the store and they would have a shelf full of things that you could buy with your green stamps that you couldn't buy at the store. Like my mom collected, China that way. And so that's what it was about. But you could just tape, it didn't have to be like, thank God that they didn't have to be stuck in the book. Mom just taped them in. I didn't get in trouble because I didn't know what they were. You never heard of green stuff? We got to do a live on it. It sounds like McDonald's Monopoly. Yeah, but better. Let me tell y'all here. Listen, y'all bring up so much stuff. I've always got a story about it, and I'm so sorry. So we took a vacation. I called it the Coast to Coast vacation, right? We went from Savannah, Georgia, all the way to Carson, California, right? I-10 all the way just about. And then we came back I-40 across the middle of the states. We had 3 different cars. All these kids, all this family, having a great time traveling and stuff. Well, I decided with my sisters, I was like, look here's what we're going to do. We're going to travel these highways and byways. Every McDonald's we see, it is imperative that we stop at McDonald's and get us, that's how we're going to win this damn thing, right? All right. We stopped, I'm not lying to you, I'm not exaggerating, at every McDonald's on I-10 from Savannah, Georgia, all the way to Carson, California. From Carson, California, I-40, all the way back through Tennessee, drop back down to I-75, and hit I-16 going back into Savannah. Every McDonald's. Do you guys want to know that by the time we got back, now there's 3 of us sisters together, right? All these kids, everybody's got books. And it was a big thing with the kids. The kids were young enough where they thought it was just the coolest of ideas. Everybody's stamping. Everybody's like, do you guys all have Boardwalk? Anybody got, and if somebody got it, they got it, right? And we were just like, whoever's book wins, because surely you would think after going that many states to that many McDonald's that we were going to win, right? So we promised the kids. We were like, listen, if your book wins, whoever's book wins pays for this vacation, and then everybody will get a little bit of money from it. Okay, so we were all in agreement. The kids loved it. We would make sure everybody had the pieces they needed. If we were getting extra pieces, we'd just throw them away or whatever, right? Y'all, the same 2 pieces every freaking book was missing. I think there was a couple of them that didn't have a couple that everybody else had, probably because it got lost in the car. Somebody was playing with it, or they were just like, screw this, I'm done with this stupid game, right? Y'all, we were all still missing Boardwalk. And we were all still missing, I forget what the other one is that you couldn't find, all the way through the states. And then years later, I went and started working at McDonald's. And let me tell you, one of the I learned a lot of sad things about McDonald's, working at McDonald's. But one of the saddest things I learned about working at McDonald's was the Monopoly game. And you see, not just everybody in the United States is playing it. McDonald's in other countries are playing it. So yes, it's possible to win it. But there's only like 2 Boardwalk pieces that are ever printed when they do Monopoly game, and you don't know where in the world it is. It's the saddest thing. And I was like, McDonald's, you owe me some money. It's like my stepmom. She went to all the McDonald's collecting the Beanie Babies. It was ridiculous. But you know what? It kept 9 kids. We had 9 kids. Can you imagine traveling the country with 9 children? All below I think they were all below 11 years old. But it was really fun, and it was a great memory for the kids. But anyways, it did keep the kids occupied. That's a lot of McDonald's. You damn right. Luckily, every one of us, except for my husband at the time, was hooked on Diet Coke. So that was easy. I think I saw videos recently, like in recent years, that people cheated on the Monopoly games or something like that. Yeah, there's only like 2 Boardwalks that are ever printed, and they're put all through. I mean, that's why you never hear of anybody winning the big prizes. I love hearing about people's Christmas childhood stories. Everyone is a little bit different. Miss Funny, I do too, and we'll be doing a lot of that in my lives. And if I could actually make myself do the damn vlogs that I'm supposed to be doing, maybe I should just do the vlogs and then send them off to Dot_ and ask her to edit them so I don't have to listen to my voice. Mr. Bill, hello. That's a great visual setup you have. A really great documentary to watch is called Israelism. It's very educational, highly recommended. Well, I will check it out because I love me some documentaries. That game pissed me off years ago. Really pissed me off then. Sorry, Lene, I have to go. Have a great day, evening. I won't catch up with you. Love you, Melly. Love you. Big hugs. MJ says, my grandmother collected me Beanie Babies for years. I ended up selling hundreds of them for $1 a piece all at once. Oh, my God. Well, my stepmom, this is the saddest thing about the whole thing. She had the high-priced ones because, my dad tried to make sure that my stepmom had the best of the best, and they both had great jobs and stuff. So, like the Princess Diana one, there's a couple out there that are worth a couple, couple $1,000s that if you've got them in there in mint condition. Well, she kept all of hers in mint condition because she was totally convinced that the McDonald Beanie Babies were going to be worth some money someday, right? So she had all the plastic cases and had them all in there, didn't take any tags off, any price tags, no nothing at all, just stayed there, right? She passed away, I think it was 2022, yeah. And I went up there and stayed for 10 days and took care of her while she was in hospice and all that. During that time, you guys, during the time she was in the hospital and my dad was staying in the hospital like all the time from lunchtime until after dinner time with her, her kids and maybe one of his, I don't know, went in and stole all of the Beanie Babies. Yes, it was Purple Peggy. Stole all of the Beanie Babies, even the McDonald's ones. We can't prove who did it. My dad, after that, it's really sad. My dad put video cameras inside his house because, I mean, just because they're your kids doesn't mean they won't steal from you, and he has no way to prove who's got them. So they've already all gone through that house and taken out anything that was of any value. It's very, very sad. What is this live stream about? I'm so lost. Miss Funny, I think I covered just about everything. We do Christmas stories. We do, I don't know. It's about everything. Every live stream I can say is probably different and the same. I just like jumping into chat and talking to people and meeting new people and telling stories and doing stupid things, you know, that kind of stuff. So sometimes believe me, we've done it all. Is there anything left to do that we haven't done? Is there anything left to talk about that we haven't talked about? I don't know. Thank you guys. Oh my God, that's the most likes we've had in forever. And I don't even know how many thumbs down there's been. I have no clue. Good night, Lizzo. Love you so much. Get you some good rest. All right, guys, I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. Just wanted to jump on and say hello. And you're welcome, Peggy. You're welcome. Jump on here and say hello and shoot the shit. I guess I'll go have a couple of discussions with Beefcake and find out how his day was. And yeah, move along. All right, guys, you guys be good or be good at it, and we'll see you next time here. Do me a favor, the last person out, make sure the lights go out, and y'all hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. It really doesn't matter to me. It only matters to Maggie, who is my co-host, sleeping right now in the UK. So big hugs to Maggie out there right now. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me. Talk to you later.